Good morning, everybody. We are on the fly because our original camera is not showing up at the moment. So with me is Athena Tucker, Mike Park, and Kelsey Heath. Athena Tucker manages over 60 residential properties within our office. Mr. Mike Park handles all of our commercial property management, not all of it, but most of it. And then Kelsey Heath is another property manager who does both residential, commercial, and 2 different markets. So today we're going to be talking about property management, what we do, what we offer, and how that can affect the rest of our company. So if you guys have questions, be sure to put them in the chat and we'll try to catch them as we go. Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Good morning.
Bright, shiny faces. So let's just jump right in this. What's the benefit for having a property manager? What's the benefit of people using our services?
Well, I think the biggest benefit for everybody would be the fact that we take care of all code compliance and how we operate the rental properties. We also take care of your any of the issues that would be at the properties, maintenance issues. We can turn around, we can pay your property taxes for you. We can pay all your bills. We can pay your loan if we needed to as well. So we're a full service group. And we can make your life a whole lot easier letting us take care of your property.
And we're doing this full time. You know, this is our only job. It's not we work all day at a job and then we have to take care of our property. This is what we do all day and we enjoy it. And so if we take that stress and all that work away from you so you can enjoy your life and family.
Nice. What would you say sets Caldwell Bank Commercial Prime Properties apart from other management companies?
So I think from my standpoint, and I take care of commercial property management. So I do retail centers, I do office complexes, industrial complexes. And I think one of the biggest benefits that we provide for you is the fact that we address any issues at those locations within a 24-hour period. We either have got it fixed for you or we've got it arranged to be fixed. And I think it is hands down the biggest thing that's above any other property management company around.
Well, and the fact that they can get a hold of you when they call.
Yes.
I've heard that's considerable advantage that we have over some of our competitors.
We're on call 24/7 and we'll take the calls, and we've got a great list of vendors that do the work for us. I will tell you that I think the majority of our vendors will respond to our needs very quickly, and we'll get over there and get the situation taken care of.
At a fair price too. I think that the vendors that we work with are honest, hardworking. We've been working with most of them for 5 or 6 years. So we've got some really good relationships built there.
Nice. What's the most rewarding part of the job? Like, what's your favorite part? We'll start with Kelsey.
I think the relationships we build with the owners and sometimes the tenants, but I mean, we're doing it for the owners. So I think the relationships we build with them is really important because we are taking care of their assets and we are helping with their investments to grow. So it's a relationship like no other.
Yeah.
I agree with her. The relationship that you build with the owner and the tenant is another one. It's the best reward out of it is to hear them refer us over to somebody else for another property to take care of.
It's a little bit more emotional for me. I really love to help people. That's
That's the job that we're in, though.
Yeah.
I love to help people. Even if it's for a short time, I like to help a tenant find a home, and for sure, I love to help the owners. I get a lot of thank yous from them, and so it's a good feeling all around.
Nice. What would you say that is something about property management that most people aren't aware of? What's behind the curtain? Whether it's stressful or benefit.
How hard it can be sometimes, and really how just knowing how quickly you must react to minimize your potential losses. That's probably the hardest thing. And how do you do it? Where do you go?
I think the wide variety of issues that come up that you have to deal with every single day. That no, and if you take care of them properly, nobody ever knows that you had that issue.
And it goes back to those relationships too. I think sometimes we take it personally too, if a tenant is upset or owner's upset, because we're like, well, that's all on us, even though it can be miscommunication or anything like that.
Nice. What do you think would be a good referral? So as we talk to the rest of our company and they're watching this and they have their clients in mind, what kind of referrals do they need to bring to you guys?
All
Just
Yeah,
anybody that owns
of
property?
them.
Certainly, but I think probably some of the best, I mean, for us is obviously if we could continue to build our commercial properties, shopping centers, industrial complexes, office buildings, things of those nature there were the ones that we would really like to see referred to us.
Yeah, and I think people forget to small, for me, I love helping out small businesses that are just starting out, because that's what I'm doing. I'm starting my own business. So I think a small business that is just wanting to find a place to be a tenant at, they forget that we can represent them almost really for free, because the owners pay us, not the tenants. But yeah, like you said, I think every referral is good.
So should they say it's their client? Do they just need to give their client your information, or would it be better for them to give you guys the client information? Should they play kind of intermediary and make the introduction? Like what's
I think it
ideal?
would be better for them to give us the client information and let us contact them. You know, you got to remember too, that we can design a property management plan to take care of your property. We could be the person that collects all the rent and everything, or we could be the boots on the ground. But let us talk to the client, find out what their expectations are and what their needs are, and let us put together a plan that can take care of it.
Nice.
Yeah, and just sending them our information too, because then, I mean, I just got one from Joni Klein, that is a great owner, so I appreciate that if she's
Nice.
watching.
Wink, wink, bling.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. Is there anything that we don't manage as far as property? Like obviously we do residential and commercial, but are there other property types that we don't manage?
I would say the people that are trying to do just like a one room in their house.
Short-term rentals?
Yeah, short-term rentals, but I mean, some people have come to us with just like, they're trying to do one room in their house and they live in it, and it's,
Mm,
it gets too complicated that way.
Yeah.
I think.
what about short-term rentals? When people are,
We probably wouldn't want to do less than 6 months. We'd like at least 6 months.
okay. How is the property management market right now? What's the rentals look like? So far as residential, is there a bunch of inventory? Is it a seller's market? Is it?
Not a bunch of inventory. I think that the rental market is, I think owners are still making a pretty good amount of rent. And we have, very few vacancies, very few tenants leaving, I think, especially the end of the year. So just trying to see what that interest rate's going to turn out, and if they can, move forward to become homeowners, or if they need to stay put in a rental.
I think their retail centers are getting filled up, and the inventory is getting lighter and lighter all the time. Certainly, I think the biggest thing about it is the right size of units is what we're running out of. And that's kind of across the board, from retail even into industrial warehouse. Got a lot of big units, but we don't have the smaller warehouse units available right now. And same thing with office space. A lot of big office space, but little on the smaller side.
And I think with property management, I think it's kind of growing now that the market's kind of slowing down. I think people are realizing, well, we don't really want to do this on our own. So they're kind of reaching out to us. I think we've gotten more calls in the last couple of days than any time. So,
Nice.
I mean, it is good for us.
You think, Athena, back to what you were saying, you think that with the higher interest rates, it's keeping people from deciding to purchase, so they're going to continue renting until they see a change in the market.
Exactly. I've heard that from more than a few tenants.
Mhm.
And I can see, and with the shortage of rental inventories, and I speak more to residential, but, families are moving in together and just kind of holding out to see what comes next. So,
Yeah. So now's a great time for referrals because
Mm.
the inventory is low. So
mhm.
nice. Nicole, did we have a question? I can't see it on
Well,
mine.
there's two comments in the chat.
I can't get to it.
So Barrett Miller said, I just wanted to let everyone know what a great help Mike Park is. He has helped me many times with vendor and property issues, great knowledge and property management.
Nice.
And then,
Shout out from within the company.
Right. Great.
yes,
So we should also let you know too, that, we do HOA as well, as part of our management here. So keep that one in mind.
and Sonia from Twin Falls says, we also have very few vacancies here. Good to know it's still a good market there too.
Good. Thank you, Sonia. It's nice to hear about other markets as well. I don't know, anything else you want to add? How can the rest of the company be supportive, and how can we be supportive of the rest of the company, would you say?
Give us a call and let us have an opportunity to talk to your client. Let us bring our property management service to you guys and take care of you.
Oh, actually, I do. One more thing I was going to bring up is if a residential or if a agent refers a client to you for property management, is it referred back when it's time to buy?
We always write down notes. If someone sends us someone and they want to sell later down the road, I mean, I have Keenan Coit's name down on one of my owners because I know he referred me to him and he'll be selling that property when it comes to it.
Nice. I think that's a good point to share with everybody. One last question. What industries are picking up and making moves right now in Grand Junction, renting wise?
Well, I think there's a lot of activity within the industrial portion of the deal where things are moving and things are getting filled up. Same thing with retail. Retail spaces right now are getting eaten up pretty good, and we're starting to show a lack of spaces here in town. So I think those two there for me are probably the two biggest.
Nice.
And I think it's slowing down for office space. I think people are minimizing, especially in our industry. So I think there's more office space coming available, if you would agree.
Would you say that the people that have been working from home the past couple of years are ready to get back into an office and a workspace?
Well, that's
Or-
kind of where you're seeing the smaller ones, the demand for smaller office spaces is out there. And you're even seeing some of the bigger places kind of shrink down as well. So that's
Nice.
happening.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks.
Just really want to get the word out to, the rest of our company that we have this service that we can provide and put some faces with the names. And
Right.
Yeah, appreciate you guys taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, I think we'll wrap up our production for today. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. You can always email these guys or call them. And if you need their information, you can always call the Prime Properties office, talk to Nicole. She'll get you connected.